Downloading.
This is such a TISM setup.
It's almost perfect if it wasn't for the TV!
If it wasn't for the TV, we would
Presented by Sega.
be free, baby.
Would anybody like a Jolly Rancher?
Yes. Puyo-Pop, endless version.
Oh boy, endless. That sounds like a.
So, I guess play as long as you want.
Or until you die.
Play until you die.
Endless normal or endless task.
Normal. Let's not even entertain task right now.
That's too much like what we were just doing.
Level 1, level 5, or level 10.
Start at level 1 and see how far we can go. We want some length to this video. Level 10?
What? It's not that hard. It's Puyo-Pop.
I'm thinking of Tetris
Where it half fills the screen for you.
Yeah.
No, it just starts at a higher speed. But honestly, this isn't that fast. Ah! Damn D-pad moved on me.
Where's your opponent, or is that endless task?
Oh no, there is no opponent in this demo game.
Puyo-Pop without opponent is wow.
Something else, huh?
There's a Bomberman puzzle game that's similar with Puyo-Pop. It's not like a reskin Puyo-Pop because it has its own unique mechanics, but it's very inspired by Puyo-Pop.
Huh.
You have an opponent, you drop things or whatnot, but in order to clear junk from opponents' attacks, you need to use bombs. You also have multicolored Bomberman heads that you drop on the screen.
Goodbye.
I mean, after all, unless they increase the speed these things are falling at, there's no way I'm ever dying.
Well,
Whoops.
well, I guess this is what we'll be playing for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, the level did go up to 11.
Oh yeah, it's 11 now.
precisely.
I first played this game as Kirby's Avalanche. Some people first played this game as Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Believe it or not, I first played this game as Puyo-Pop.
Really?
Yes, on the PlayStation 1.
You played Kirby's Avalanche. I had it.
Yes, I did. But I'm pretty sure I played this before that. Or at least, I completely forgot about Kirby's Avalanche by the time I played this.
I find that one to be more likely.
Probably. I have been known to forget things that are forgettable.
You know what puzzle game I could never get into? What is it called? Jewel on the Genesis?
Bejeweled on the Genesis?
No, it's not Bejeweled, it's
Columns?
Columns, yes.
I kicked Joey's ass in Columns. Back in the day.
Joey.
Joey, yeah, your friend.
My, you know.
So the one with jewels is called Columns?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Huh.
It's not named for what you're playing with, it's named for how you play with them.
Oh.
It's kind of an unusual approach to naming a puzzle game, but yes. I'm just trying to be fancy with this. Sorry if it looks weird.
Yeah, we're on lucky level.
Otherwise, this is pretty repetitive.
Ugh. You know how some of the challenges in Choo Choo Rocket were a bit too tough? Well,
This is the other end of that spectrum.
This is why I'm surprised there's no opponent.
You need an opponent to start dumping stuff on you.
Mm-hmm.
This looks a bit too easy.
Yes, well, that happens.
Level 14. Could we pick up the pace, please?
This is why I started on level 10. It's like, this is as hard as it goes? Okay, let's try that. Oh, goodness, it needs more.
Not fast enough! Not fast enough!
Seriously, I'm still dropping here.
Faster! Faster, I say!
Between Kirby's Avalanche and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is the one referenced a lot more.
And yet, I've never played it.
My dad had it as part of, it was part of this, like, Sonic collection. It was Sonic 1, 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. On a single cartridge.
Is that the only Sonic game that had, like, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Robotnik design in it?
I think so.
Much like how, Sonic Spinball, I think, is the only game that has, like, characters like Sally Acorn and stuff in it.
Yeah, well, actually, by the way, Sally was the name of the generic squirrel, creature that hops out of robots when you kill them. That's where the comics got the name from.
They made it sexy.
Well, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you? And then Sega was like, "We shall have our own sexy character, Rouge the Bat."
Oh gosh.
And bring it on! 3-point chain! 4-point chain!
Level 17, still not hard enough! Kick it up a notch! Several notches, in fact!
Yeah,
Notch it up a kick.
gives you an idea of just how boring Puyo can be!
Yeah, you don't have an opponent, and it's moving at
A snail's
a
pace.
snail's pace.
Still, I actually think this probably has more charm to it than Columns does.
Oh, definitely. That's the reason I could never get into Columns.
Well, anime characters certainly help.
I mean, even the pieces you're moving themselves.
Have little faces on
Yeah, I
them.
like them.
Personalities. They react to being attached to each other.
It's so much more interesting to watch than duels.
And yet,
Oh, now we've got a little speed starting.
Oh, it's going a bit faster now. Good.
Columns was basically invented in response to Tetris.
Well,
They failed.
yeah.
To a degree, at least.
It's
They
like
failed.
anytime I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna play some Tetris. I'm gonna play some Bust a Move. Something that's like,
But what about Puzzle Bobble, Mark? That's Bust a Move.
Just Bust a Move. What about Columns? I'm sorry, what is that? Is that that game with the gems? What? No, I don't want to play that.
Doesn't that game also have this, like, really generic fantasy soundtrack or something?
Yeah, and don't they like show like Greek characters or something every once in a while? Can't remember.
Oh, I mean, Columns, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just remember like just not being impressed by the visuals and being like, I'd rather play. At least with Tetris, you've got some kick-ass music. I can't even remember what the music of Columns is. Is it any good? I can't remember.
It's incredibly generic.
Then
I
that
forget.
explains it.
I honestly forget. I played Columns because its multiplayer was entertaining and because I won like every time.
Well, you could play the number of.
I don't remember, like, the specific tunes, but I know Columns music when I hear it.
You know, kind. Well, it went for a while without it happening.
Alright. You should have just kept up with the handicap.
Gotta be honest, usually when this happens, it does it much more consistently. It's like every 30 seconds or something. I'm surprised it's doing like this.
I'm gonna start just going nuts here.
It's like, let's artificially increase the difficulty, but just faster.
Just rush.
Just go.
You know what? Because you're so damn good at this game, I'm gonna say when the blackouts happen,
Just keep
No
going.
pausing.
Just keep going.
because otherwise we're gonna be here.
We're gonna be here.
We're gonna live here.
We were supposed to play a whole bunch of games. It's just Puyo. Just Puyo-Pop. All Puyo-Pop.
Puyo. The Pop was a PlayStation game.
Oh yeah, PlayStation.
Actually, no. This is called Puyo-Pop. Some are called Puyo-Puyo. Some are called Puyo-Pop. It seems to be like an interchangeable thing.
Yeah. Most of the Puyo are also called Fever.
Oh yes, Fever.
Puyo-Puyo, Puyo-Pop, Puyo-Pop, Fever, Puyo-Puyo, Fever, Puyo-Puyo, Pop, Pop, Fever, Fever, Pop, Puyo-Pop, Pop, Pop. You're gonna pop your Puyo.
Fever, the very strange level ranking you can get in Jammerlammy, and I'm not entirely sure
I did that.
what's up with that. Cool, I get, but Fever?
It's a fever pitch, man.
You're really getting into it.
You're really feeling it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Alright, now we're at level 22.
Hey,
I was
there's a
about
new
to say
Xenoblade
21, but
coming
midway
out.
before that, we're at level 22. Faster!
Whoops. Whatever.
Wow, they really should have given you the option to start at a higher level because there's a lot of levels.
I mean, I'm over 20 here, and I'm finally getting a mild challenge.
A mild challenge at level 22, yeah.
And a lot of that's my own just kind of rushing it.
No, Tetris is the one with the Russian music.
This is true.
Mike, have you ever
Russian
watched
folk
have you
music.
watched the History of Tetris video?
Yes,
That's so entertaining.
it is. Speaking of YouTube channels that do like gaming history and whatnot, have you ever seen the YouTube channel Ahoy?
No.
Oh, you should watch his videos sometimes. He has some pretty long videos, but they are very entertaining, and he's got a killer voice.
Huh.
You should watch his Polybius video on the video game urban legend of the game that never existed.
I don't know who it was, but I was watching a video talking about the era of Sonic, like, kind of in between the dream... Basically when they went to become a third party. And for some reason, whenever Big the Cat would show up, he'd say, "Oh, also my dad's in this game." Hey, Dad. It's like, what?
Yeah, but Ahoy, real name Stuart Brown. That's not even a secret. It's literally in the beginning credits of all of his videos. You know, video by Stuart Brown. He has a very like deep, smooth British voice because he's British. But,
Are you holding it down, or is that just the regular speed now?
that's just the regular speed now.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's just how fast it's running.
Oh, that's decent.
Oh, yeah, that's like a challenge, I think.
That might be.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see myself making mistakes at this speed.
Yay. We might get out of limbo. Either that or the game will just give up and be like, you win.
26! It's like, okay.
It's something called endless mode. I find that unlikely.
It's like, I give up. The game's just like, I give up.
The game's like, it was supposed to be endless, but you ended the endless. How did you even do that?
We've run out of endless for you. Please play the full game. I mean, seriously, it's a demo.
demo you have to unlock by finding a really rare egg in a very specific level.
Hey, remember how they put demos in Smash Brothers Brawl? That was interesting choice.
Yes, someone actually managed to speed run to the end of Ocarina of Time from its demo. Oh,
That's hilarious.
they used they used arbitrary code ACE, arbitrary code execution, which is like. I'm not even going to attempt to explain what the hell goes on behind the scenes, but basically, they do very, very, very specific inputs that causes the code to, like, override itself, and then they'll, like, pick up an object, and the object becomes a door or whatever, and then they do some backflips and stab at a rock, and then they're at the end credits.
There we go. Take that, Nintendo. Now I don't have to buy your game.
Unless I actually wanted to, you know, see the game.
That's okay. That's okay. The Wii store is closed. You can't get any more games on it.
Instead, get Nintendo Online.
Even at this speed, I'm almost full cleared.
Yeah.
You're just too good at this. That's why I said the next time there's a blackout, just roll with it.
Yeah.
You need the handicap, man! You need the handicap!
Can we just put this on level, 70 or something? It's like
I don't know if I could handle 70. Maybe like 60.
I think
Maybe.
Mark's point is that we want
It needs to be a lot harder than it is currently. It is actually getting rather fast.
Not fast enough.
You're too slow!
If you're still getting chains often enough. No.
Not really getting chains, just actually clearing, like... Yeah, the one chain, I don't count that as a chain, if it's a one chain. I'm just popping. That's all it is.
I'm just reading the text on the screen. I don't...
I gave it up.
Gave it up.
Yes, gave it up.
Even the little rabbit guy's like, yawn! Good, now we're dancing.
Why did it slow down slightly? It was faster than this a second ago, wasn't it?
I don't know, it's still counting up.
Okay, I was starting to...
You know, ever since you instituted that rule, it hasn't blacked out yet. I think you jinxed it.
Yes! I mean, no! I mean, what?
This is just gonna go on forever.
Okay, should we set an arbitrary limit?
Should we just set a level to stop on?
Are you just saying if I make it to 40, then I win?
Yes.
Okay. If I make it to 40, it's over. Even if I haven't died yet, it's just over.
Because we need to get a move on here.
This is true. There are other things I'd
57
like
minutes.
to play.
Really only want to record an hour and a half of footage on the tablet. Before we run out of space.
Okay, well,
We got other
next...
sub-games to complete.
Just let it go.
Oh, I'm just playing off memory here. I'm not sure what the next piece is, so I'm gonna try and land it in that column.
Just as I thought, it didn't make a difference.
No.
It looked like you planned this.
Yeah. I mean, I could only plan 2 pieces in advance, but sure. Something like that.
It looked like you planned that.
We've almost cleared the entire screen.
Yes, I am trying to. It's not easy to do in Puyo.
I do like this music.
Yeah, it's decent. Ah!
Ah!
Mistakes! Mistakes were made!
Oh, you're
Yeah, well, I'm nowhere near the top, so... it's safe enough to make mistakes at this point.
like I said.
Oh.
I think we're getting to level 40.
We might. We really might. It's already 34.
I am curious as to what Endless Task is.
Oh, it's probably preset puzzles. You get one move. But then, how would it be endless is the question.
Just endlessly loops?
The puzzles wouldn't be that hard the second time around.
I'm gonna go get the thumb drive. Actually, I guess it's going to you, so... Did you put your thumb drive in my room? Or...
Yes.
Yeah, get it.
Okay.
I just finished Puyo and... Might be able to play a little bit more over that stuff.
You dirty little
What?
Puyo-Popper.
You were hoping that I was losing. Is that it? Because I wasn't doing great, but I wasn't losing. I still had things in, like, comboable positions.
Is this really... I guess it's faster.
Yes, it is.
It's getting to the point where pressing down doesn't actually do anything. Like, I can't actually rush it at this point. It's already at rush speeds. That is bad position. Okay, well, that's good. That works.
Yeah, we're getting
37!
Because every time it looks like, oh, they're getting a little high. Shane.
Well, I mean, to some degree, I am intentionally setting up future chains.
I'll be honest, my brain doesn't even, like, see where some of these future chains would be.
Yeah, neither do I. That's why I'm not very good at this game.
Well, the trick to setting up future chains is to place sets of 3, and as many sets of 3 as you can, without actually popping them. So that as soon as you pop something, it's likely something else will chain.
I know that. I'm just not good at doing it.
It's a fair point. It's not exactly easy. You get better at it, usually by
Doing it?
doing the puzzles where it, like, sets it up for you. And you start seeing the chains, because this is the only way to clear the puzzles that it sets up for you, is to plan out how the chains are going to fall, and they give you plenty of time, because there's no time limit in that mode.
Almost level 40.
It's starting to feel kind of fast. What do you think?
Whoa, damn.
I don't know if the speed is hurting you or helping you.
that should be the other way up. Yeah, it does slow down when it gets to a multiple of 10. The ending in 9 is always the hardest difficulty of that type.
All right.
Okay, let's see what the other mode is. So we're at 40. I got 997 Poyos. That's what game over looks like.
I'm actually disappointed that her face didn't change.
I know, it's like no expression at all. Just always happy, no matter what.
Oh, we said I lost. Oh.
Anyway, task.
Let's just see what this is like.
Alright, again, start at 10, because why would I not?
What's the test?
Okay, he's just gonna give you a sequence of, this is what you have to do to move on. So you get a bonus if you get a 3-part chain. Alright, that's all we really need to know.
Yeah.
It's like, you just have to do whatever he asks you for, and you get bonus points. That's all. That's the difference.
Alright,
Okay.
that's it for the puzzle games.
Hit reset on that, and who's playing next?
Mark.
Okay.
Jelly's down, no, so